We all want to make money while we sleep. And the world of retail trading is full of stories about how all you have to do is take someone else's strategy, program it in Python, and watch the dollars roll in. Today we'll take a look at the video, How Stealing Strategies Made Me $200,000 from the Unbiased Trading channel, where the author claims to have made over $200,000 simply by copying and automating strategies. Sounds great, right? However, from the perspective of advanced data analysis and Lean Six Sigma methodology, this approach has fatal methodological flaws. While the author removed human emotion from the process, he forgot that automating an unstable process leads to only one thing: more efficient and faster loss generation. Let's break down why this approach is pure gambling from a statistical standpoint. The author correctly points out that bad data leads to unusable results, but his solution stops at listing data sources: Y Finance, IB InSync, Polygon, Alpaca, without a single mention of how to validate that data. Where is the validation of the measurement system? Where is the gauge R&R analysis to verify that the historical data does not contain a systematic bias or noise in the spread? Furthermore, testing without considering what macroeconomic regimes your data actually covers is a statistical sin. If your data doesn't include different market regimes, you aren't testing for robustness. You're merely engaging in so-called data dredging, that is, torturing the data until it confesses what you want to hear. A key concept in Six Sigma is distinguishing between common and special causes of variability. The author distinguishes between so-called market inefficiencies and risk premiums. He argues that risk premiums persist for decades. That's a nice theory, but in practice, financial markets are a non-stationary system. What behaves like a stable process with normal variability for 5 years could turn into a special cause tomorrow due to a change in regulation or liquidity. If you mechanically reject a strategy just because the first backtest looked bad, you're committing a type 1 error. Conversely, if you approve a strategy that was merely the result of statistical luck, you're heading straight for a wall. How would a real quantitative analyst and black belt approach this? First, before running any algorithm, you must define the control phase. This means implementing SPC, statistical process control. Your strategy must run under the constant supervision of control charts, such as EWMA. If the cumulative drawdown exceeds the lower control limit, the process is statistically out of control, and the Jidoka principle, immediate automatic shutdown, must kick in. Second, parameter sensitivity is not assessed by looking at a chart. You must use one-way ANOVA or Tukey's test to mathematically prove that the strategy's performance is not merely a product of chance. Trading isn't about the feelings you get from books and podcasts. It's about rigorous engineering. Don't let your money go up in smoke just because your automation was fast but blind. That was the entire critique. No shortcuts, no generalized figures, no some correlation, no approximately. That's exactly what I point out with every viral video I analyze. Either you have evidence or you don't. On YouTube, you'll only see the hook and the main idea from this. You can find the full versions of the analyses only on my Herohero profile. The same standard I just applied to someone else's video applies to my own as well. When I claim that something is robust, I'll show you the exact diagram, not just the word robust.